Welcome, everybody. This is Wellness Mateer, your Forex coach. Welcome to my bootcamp training. It's every Saturday around 12 o'clock. I normally do it live. I invite people to come on to watch the training, and then I record a session, and then I post it up on my YouTube channel. Um, so if you don't catch it live, it's okay. You can come to my YouTube channel at Metro FX Traders on YouTube, and you can watch all the past trainings. And the training that you're watching today is going to be on here as well. Excuse me. So basically, I done over 77 videos, so you can come to this channel with your notebook and pad, right? And take some notes and learn some techniques, some strategies, and come here to, pick up some pointers on how you can become a successful trader, right? So you're going to come here to learn the skills to become a successful trader. Don't forget to subscribe. I have 541 subscribers so far. I want to thank all those that became a subscriber, and I appreciate you all. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me get some water. Be right back. All right, I'm back. I had to get some water. Yeah, so when you get a chance, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to give a like, a thumbs up, and also share the channel with your friends that are also interested in learning how to become a Forex trader. Now, if you're a parent and you have kids over the age of, 16, 17, 18, invite them to come to the channel as well because kids tend to grasp the the skill set a lot quicker than all of us, even though we too can grasp the skill set. But for some reason or another, teenagers can grasp the skill set faster than adults. I don't know what that is. But yeah, invite your kids, your neighbors' kids, everybody to come on board and just watch how to learn how to trade and everything. 'Cause the exciting thing about this is that if they grasp this information at an early age, there's no reason why they can't write their own paychecks by the time they graduate from college. Right? Imagine your child earning more money uh, than their boss as they graduate from college and get a nice paying job, but not really needing that job, right? But getting the knowledge and understanding of how to become a successful trader by learning how to trade. So that's my passion, is to help a lot of young adults learn how to be their own bank and trade their own money, so that way they can live a lifestyle they've always dreamed about. And as parents, it's always been our goal is to help our kids do better than we do, right? So definitely invite them to the channel. All right, so we're going to dive into some charts. We're going to do some predictions. We're going to look at some chart currency pairs. We're going to look at some the indices, and we're going to look at Bitcoin. So let's look at Bitcoin first, and let's make a prediction to see what we could find in Bitcoin. I was on Bitcoin earlier today, and I'll show you um, some of the trades I've done and profit from. And basically, this is Bitcoin right here, BTC USD, and it's a live market right now. Right now, I'm on the monthly chart. It's taking a bird's eye view of what's going on with Bitcoin. And if we were to mark this up, you can see a couple of things that are going on here within Bitcoin. That Bitcoin has to come back and retrace and fill in some of these gaps. Now, my previous trainings, I did talk about fair value gaps, things of that nature. If you're not familiar with fair value gaps, take a look at some of my training or do a YouTube search on YouTube about fair value gaps. There's a lot of traders educating and teaching people about fair value gaps, um, which is all part of the ICT system and so on and so forth. And I find value in it because, believe it or not, the market does have to come back and fill those gaps. You just got to be patient. You know where they are and be patient enough to take advantage of those gaps. Market. So if we look at the monthly right here, we can put some can make a prediction that the market needs to fill this gap between you know this wick and this wick right here. Market has to come back and fill this gap because they created a little gap there within this candle. So the market has to come back and fill that gap. And there's a couple of gaps down here as well. Uh, so we could say right here that there's a gap right here. Okay, so the market has to come back and fill this gap. Now we don't know when it's going to happen because we're on a monthly chart. It may take a month, it may take 2 months, it may take a while. But there's some, if the market right now is in an uptrend, as you can see, it had made a higher high here. Okay, this high, this high is higher. This high is higher than this high. So it did make a higher high. And then you have this low higher than this low right here. Okay, so the market did trend up right here, made a higher high. So whenever it makes a higher high, what happens? It has to come back and retrace, right? Pick up the orders that it didn't pick up on where the actual gaps are. It has to come back and get those orders to try to make another higher high, right? So it's got to come back. And there's another gap down here, so we got to create another box down here saying, hey, the market does have to come back and fill this gap. See, there's a gap here between this candle's wick and this candle right there. So typically, you want to put a box there. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3 gaps that the market has to come back and fill. Just don't know when, right? So now we're just looking at this retracement here. So it's a possibility that the market is going to be trending lower to fill these gaps, right? So let's go down to a lower time frame. We'll go to the daily. Let's see the weekly. See what's going on there. As you can see, there's a retracement happening here because the market did stall on the top, put a box on top here. You notice it's multiple touches on top here, right? So that's considered a very a point of interest right here where the market couldn't break above it, but yet it touched it more than once. Okay. And we see that this black candle right here, which is a down candle, bearish candle, when we're noticing that it's retracing, it's coming back. And I, for one, wanted to come back down to hit these fair value gaps that are left behind. So if we go down to the daily, you notice that it's still retracing. So look at that. A lot of candles that are heading on a downward slope, right? So this is what you got to be paying attention to. So we go down to the 4-hour. We're noticing that the market is definitely retracing, right? And then there's a lot of point of interest here that I did mark up. As you can see, this yellow bar was a point of interest. The market came up here and touched this area of interest more than once. And you just look left to see how many points of interest you can find. And again, the point of interest is right here where this yellow bar is as well. So what's going on here? Hey, welcome, Charles.
Yeah, good afternoon.
How you
Yeah,
doing,
good
sir?
evening.
How was your
How are you
week?
doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. How was your week?
Yeah, we thank God. We are fine. We are fine.
Oh, good, good, good. Welcome to the training, my friend. All right, so I'm just breaking down Bitcoin and taking a look to see if we can find anything in the near future because Bitcoin is actually trading lower right now. And as you can see on the chart, that it's on a downward trajectory. So if we take our trend line and we take it from the top down, you notice what I'm talking about. Actually, I want this trend line right here. It's sort of from the top, and it's going all the way down here. We'll make that black. Okay, you can make it red. So there we go. There's a trend line right there. We notice that the market is trending lower, as you can see, it's making lower lows. Okay, so we take this little, see it's trending lower, made a low here, came back, retrace, and then it made a lower high, which is lower than this low, and then retrace, it made another lower high, it's higher, lower than this high, and this high is lower than these guys over here. Okay, so that's what the market's doing. It's doing one of these, it's trending lower. So we do need to pay attention to that, which is a good thing. Okay, because we could try to find an opportunity to enter the market when it's going lower. Okay, rule of thumb is always to buy buy low and sell high. Okay, so we can take advantage of some of this stuff right here. So now, since we're on a 4 hour, we want to go down to the 1 hour to see what's going on as well. Okay, as you can see, the market's trending lower, like I said. Okay, so right now, it's actually beneath this yellow bar that I put here, right? This point of interest. And the trick is when you do find these points of interest, this is where you want to pay close attention, see if the market's going to either bounce off the point of interest and go higher, or bounce off the point of interest and go lower. Okay, so the trades I took earlier today, if I take a look at my paper trading, because TradingView every now and again will allow you to trade absolutely free with paper trading, um, and it's free to paper trade. So let's take a look at my account history and see what's going on. Earlier today, as you can see, my account value, and this is all fake money, by the way, is $110,714.29. But these are the past trades. Like today, I took two trades. All right, took two trades. I profited $90, and then I profited $4,618 based on this paper trading account. And as you can see, all the past couple of trades that I placed on here were wins, except for this one loss that I had right here. But based on my analysis, based on what I teach, based on what you learn, you can profit from the market if you just follow my footsteps. I mean, there's no guarantee. The guarantee is just based on basically you committing and studying and practicing. And, you can actually set your own strategy, follow my footsteps to the best of your ability with your notebook. So basically, we're noticing that the market, let me go ahead and put this down here. We notice that the market's bouncing off this yellow bar that I put here, point of interest. So we can actually put a trade in right now because it's going in my direction. So let me show you how that works. You go to trade, you go to create a new order, and place a sell trade. And I'm doing a 10 lots right there. And as you can see, with this bar going lower, I'm trying to take advantage of the downward trajectory of the market right now. So we'll just, let's see, did it take my order? Let's try that again. Trade, create new order, we want to sell. There we go. All right, so basically, you normally start off with a negative account, but as you can see, the market's trading in my direction. So I'm already up $389.50. So I could actually close out the trade and make that money. But I wanted to go down to a level. If I look left, right, I want to see what's left of me. So let's see what's the next point of interest. So let me go to tighten this up a little bit, lower this, and see what we can get out of this trade. All right, so let's look left to see what's left, see if there's another point of interest. So let's see if we can find a fair value gap as well, because again, we want the market to go to a fair value gap to fill it on the left side. So let's see what we got over here. right, so this is the left of the market. All right, so there's a fair value gap right here between this wick and this wick. All right, and is there another one? There's one down here as well. This wick and this wick. So that huge white candle right there, there's a gap between these wicks here, and this huge candle right here. There's a gap between this wick and this wick right there. So let's see if we can fill that gap with that order that I put in. Okay. So we want it to come back down here. So will the market go in my direction? I don't know. That's why we place an order. We can only predict what we can predict. We just wait for the market to fall into our trap and see if we can actually profit from our trade, right? So the stop loss, I'm going to go down to the 15-minute and place my stop loss right above the candle. So that way I don't blow the account. So I'm going to show you how I put in the stop loss. So if we were to put a stop loss right here, that'd be 885, right? 60, 885, 60, 885. So we just go down to the order that we just placed, click this little pencil, and put a stop loss at 885. Okay, that would give me a loss of $2,422, but it's okay, $2,414. But I'm trying to just protect my account. I don't want it to blow it. That's the key to trading is always to protect your principal. Right? So if it goes in a different direction, it's okay. Now let's go ahead and set our TP. Now I could put the TP below this point of interest, what is this yellow part is. So I could put it right below here. Okay, because just want to make a scalping trade right now. I could put it below here, but it's going to take some time. So I don't know if it's going to hit my, within this training, I don't know if it'll come down this far. So I want it to come down at least down to that bar right here. So we're going to put a, let's see, 4, 4, 3, 4, 4, 5. Let's see. 4, 4, 5. If it comes down to that level here, I'll make $1,985.10. So I'm going to put a take profit, and we'll set and forget it and see if we can actually wait for the market to get to that level. So I'm negative $221.52 in my needs. See, when trading, you have to decide what are you willing to lose, because that's the money that you would lose. And so you try not to be attached to the funds, because you got to trade with money that you're not worried about losing. Okay, if you lose it, you lose it. Do not trade money that you use to pay your bills with. Make sure your bills are paid off first, and anything extra, an extra $50, $20, try to trade that money, start small, and then work your way up. Okay. I'm going to be challenging myself, and I'll probably put it on YouTube so that way you guys can take a look at it as well. Do a case study of trading $100 and trying to grow it to another amount, a higher amount, and then take that money that I make off that $100 and open up another account and continue to trade those accounts to the point where they 3 accounts, right? I'll start with 100, make a profit. When I make $100 profit, I'll open up another account. When I make another $100 profit, open up another account. So I'll have 3 accounts, and then grow those 3 accounts to $5,000 each. Then I make $15,000. So that's going to be my challenge in the upcoming weeks. So I'll probably start the challenge on Monday, and I'll post it on my YouTube channel. And then you guys can come back to see how well I'm doing in the challenge for myself, anyway. It's based on my rules and my strategy. So let's take a look at the trade right now. It's not going in my favor, which is pretty, it happens, right? Negative $698, 800. So I could double down and place another trade, but let's take a look at the lower time frame and see What's going on? Okay, this is a lower time frame with a 1 minute time frame. So if the market is trending lower, what's going on here? Okay, so we see a hammer here, okay, which is a positive sign that the market's going to continue to go lower than instead of going higher. So we have a hammer here based on the candlestick Bible book. You have to understand what these candles are. So I could put another order in if I wanted to because that's what candle that's it, that's going in my favor. Okay. But as you can see, it just created another lower low, right? So if we put a horizontal ray, this was a low here. It's on the line. I need to make it a different color. That's why I couldn't see it. Okay. It made a lower low. Look at that. It's making a lower low. Let's look at the trade now. It's positive 600, well, $700. Okay, this is a live trade based on paper trading, trading Bitcoin versus the US dollar. And yeah, we're up $604, which is not too shabby. Where is our take profit? Our take profit is right here. As soon as it gets to this green line, it'll cash me out. And cash me out, making $1,981.10. Okay, and it's basically, if you rewind this video, what did I do? I started with a top-down analysis, started with the monthly, then the daily, well, the monthly, the weekly, the daily. Um, I entered the market on the on the hourly, right, on the hourly chart, and I set my stop loss on the 15-minute chart, right, and I set my take profit at the 15-minute chart as well. So all we got to do now is just wait for it to continue to trend lower as it is. Um, and hopefully it'll hit my TP while I'm live with you guys. So let's just wait for those candles to develop, and we can celebrate a victory. But even if I close it out right now, I'm still up $934.20. Okay. Now I could move my stop loss, right? I could move my stop loss to secure some profit, right? There's another strategy you can do. So let me go ahead and do that and show you how that works. Move your stop loss into profit, right? So that way, if it does close out, let's say right here, let me see. I move my stop loss right here. It's still negative, or no, the positive $484. So even if it was to go to that stop loss, I would make $484.10. Okay. Or you just leave it where it was, right? And you let it breathe a little bit. You let the market do what it's going to do because it's got to retrace, right? It's not going to go straight down the straight line. It's got to come back a little bit, pick up some orders that are left behind, and then continue to its trend lower. Okay, so you can move your stop loss to break even, or secure some profit, um, or just leave it where it is, and based on your analysis, wait for it to hit your take profit. Okay, so this is doing a lot of great things. So right now, I'm up $1,138.60. As you can see right here, $1,369. So it's going in my favor, which is really nice. Okay. Now, some people would say, well, just close it out right now. Cash out, cash out. Well, I could definitely do that. But I want to wait for it to hit that line, and boom, it just executed, and it closed out the order. It cashed me out, as you can see, live with you guys here. So proof is in the pudding. So what I teach actually comes to pass if you follow my footsteps, right? So let's look at the history. The order is gone, right? It's zeroed out. And then, but let's look at the account history and see how much I made. So let's look at that, make that bigger. All right, so the account history, I made $2,050.20 right there, live with you on YouTube. This is the time that it happened, the date, August the 3rd at 12:27. Okay, Cashed out at $2,050. Now, had this been a live account, I would have went shopping right now or pay a bill or two with it, whatever the case is. But you practice, you practice, you practice, and you make notes of your successes and you implement what you've learned on a live account. Okay. And that's what I'm going to do starting next week is putting together my trading plan, following my trading plan, record it for you guys so you guys can take a look at it and then see whether or not everything I teach is real. So far it's real, right? As far as the trading plan and strategies and things of that nature, because these are all the profits I've made trading this paper account, which is not too shabby. All right, so there you go. It went below, a little bit below my point of interest, but then look what happened. It retraced right back up, right? With this huge wick right here. Okay, now, and that's it. One and done. Don't overtrade. Do not overtrade. I've made that mistake in the past where you think, oh, I could make more money. Let me get back in. No, don't do it. Don't do it. One trade is good. If you can do one trade a day, that's good. Walk away from the charts. Walk away from being tempted because fear of loss, right? You're like, oh, I could probably get it on the way up now. Don't do that. All right. Walk away. Do not entertain the word greed. Just walk away and come back to the charts another day, right? Excuse me. And then set, you know, alerts to remind you that, hey, if the market does this, I'll take another look at, take another trade going lower. Because as you can see, now it's trending higher, right? It's trying to close out everybody that had stop losses up here, right? Getting all the stop losses out because the market makers, these guys have to make money as well. Okay, what is this? Do that. Okay. Um, what is this? I didn't even press any buttons and it's got me in an order here. Ugh, made an extra $500. I didn't even touch anything. Interesting. Let me see the history. $453. What? How did that happen? Anyway, that's a fluke. Never mind that. Anyway, wow. But back to what I was saying. Walk away from the market and reset, study your win, record what you did right, right? And then replay it in your head over and over and over. So that way when you see that happen again, you can take the same exact trade and profit from it. Okay. That's the psychology of it all because you're not battling anybody but yourself. You're not battling the market. You're actually trying to, trade your trading plan based on your skill set. Okay. So with that being said, and that's Bitcoin, right? That's Bitcoin. And again, mark up your charts. You aim for those fair value gaps. You aim for the areas of interest. So if you see a downtrend, look left, look for a fair value gap somewhere on the left side, and you just aim for that, right? You aim for that area to be filled with either a body of a candle or a wick of a candle going forward. So thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. You witnessed a live trade on Bitcoin. The market is open, and I was able to profit from that with you guys on here. So proof is in the pudding. Follow me, and I will teach you, train you, and guide you. I am developing a course that what you guys could purchase in the near future. It'll be a step-by-step course from beginning to end. Steps I've taken throughout my journey trading the market. I used to be a stockbroker a long time ago, but now I'm a trader, and I'll be teaching and training in my course on how to be a profitable trader going forward. All right. Well, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and I'll see you guys all next week, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.